weeks later or months later, when that tick is lucky enough to have quested and found you presented your leg to this tick. The tick is so happy and bites you and sticks its mouth parts in. Now what happens is within the body of the tick, there's hormone changes that try and get the tick ready. One of the hormones basically says to the GI tract, hello, wake up. I know you've been lying around here for weeks with nothing to do. Boy, are you going to be busy. Hurry, mobilize, get ready. And in response to that, there's some changes that take place in the gut. And also the spirochetes that are still inside the tick's gut respond as well, and they multiply. And some of them actually penetrate out of the gut and into the blood of the tick. In ticks and insects, they have an open circulatory system, so the GI tract is kind of surrounded by blood. And so once it penetrates out of the GI tract, it is in the blood. So that's histologically quite a feat to be able to penetrate, and that may be the reason that it can only do this with certain species of ticks and others it can't, like American dog tick. Ain't going to happen. But there's still another step. Now we got the spirochete in the blood of the tick, and it moves around passively in the blood of the tick. There may be some active transport, not sure, until it reaches the salivary glands, and then magic trick number 2, it penetrates inside the salivary glands. And meanwhile, back at the ranch, the tick has been biting this whole time and secreting saliva the whole time. And now it starts secreting saliva plus spirochetes. So all of these steps take time, and as a result, if we're talking about was it a nymph or an adult that bit you? A nymph. So if it was a nymph that bit you, 24 hours of biting time are required in order to pass the spirochete on to you. So if you're unlucky enough to get this disease, you have to be bitten by the correct species of tick. It has to be an infected individual of that tick, and it has to bite long enough. All 3 must occur in order for you to win the lottery and get the disease. If you're bitten by an adult, 30 to 36 hours of biting time. You had a question?
Yeah, quick question. Once the tick bites, is there a stimulus to speed up things, or is it just a matter of that's the course of things?
I don't know the answer. Don't know the answer. So if you, yes, sir.
Just a quick question. Out of every 100 bites, how many are going to give you blindness? Make a guess.
We can make a guess, and you can too. Up here you'll see a map that shows by county or by region several years of data showing the infection rate for the black-legged ticks and what percentage of the population of adult black-legged ticks had the spirochete in them. And so you can see what, I won't tell you what the number is for this area, I'll let you look yourself. And you can see.
I mean, it was a tick that was filled, the whole thing was
Already.
So when you get your needles in. And so we went to an emergency room, and the woman that was the doctor was the emergency room was from Pennsylvania, because out there they look for Rocky Mountain or something.
Yes, they do.
And she said when she got that out, they dropped it into a little paper cup.
I think it's next week.
But she did put him on the antibiotic because she said here we were in another state so far away, and she'd been on him obviously for a long time because ample.
And they've got to weigh the pros and cons to decide which to do.